stimulus, announces new executive orders for vaccine rollouts, and Wall Street responds accordingly. Meantime, Texas and the Midwest continues to pile on. The snowdrift continues, outages continues. Also, stocks continue to rally on hope that there may be a V-shaped recovery. Meantime, is there a stimulus fight underway regarding children? And is there a Bitcoin upside still in the making? I have all these great details on a big midday recording of Home LLA. Thank you for joining me from Los Angeles. This is LLA, from Wall Street to Main Street. From my home to your home, thank you for joining me on the biggest, most comprehensive, and the most interactive business channel around the globe. This is LLA. And if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. This is the best and only place to get the most up-to-date information about your financial freedom. In today's recording, I'm going to be going over the major announcement for executive orders for stimulus announced minutes ago. Second, the big rollout for COVID vaccines announced minutes ago. Then what stocks are reacting to it. Outages across the country, Bitcoin, the V-shaped recovery, and a stimulus fight. It's a big update. And later in the midday report of the show, at about the 20-minute mark, I promise you some home issues as well. I'll be going over how to do home repairs and keep it easy breezy, and I'll be drawing upon this show's build out of the new LLA studios. So excited for you. So let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start this midday report is that President Biden announced not one, but two major executive orders just minutes ago. The first concerns mortgage forbearance. President Joe Biden has announced a new extension of the mortgage forbearance program. The executive order announced minutes ago will extend federally backed mortgages forbearance for an additional 6 months and will prolong foreclosure relief until the situation changes. This is what's going on. These are the details. Number one, the ban on foreclosures will continue now, it will be extended now to June 2021. Number two, it'll allow homeowners to enroll in mortgage payment forbearance programs through June 2021. Number three, it'll extend forbearance programs for an additional 6 months for those who already entered a mortgage payment program before June 30th. Matt Amon, acting HUD secretary, issued a news statement minutes ago obtained by LA News. As President Biden has made clear, it's urgent that we help homeowners throughout the nation who are struggling financially from this unprecedented emergency across the country. These steps we're taking today will provide immediate relief to those in desperate need of assistance and help more homeowners keep their homes and resume their payments when the pandemic subsides. For federal-backed mortgages, loans are available for the following for federal mortgages, loans made by the following agencies are available for today's relief by executive order. Mortgages underwritten by FHA, the Federal Housing Administration, Department of Housing and Urban Development, Department of Agriculture, Department of Veteran Affairs, Freddie Mae, and Fannie Mae. Moreover, if you don't know if your mortgage is backed by a federally or owned by a federal agency, you can go on Freddie and Fannie Mae. They actually have a tool that you can track and see who actually owns your mortgage. Extending the forbearance available on federally backed mortgages is a critical, important move to preserve homeownership of millions of homeowners that have seen income disruption and outright job loss due to the pandemic, said Bank Rate's chief financial analyst Greg McBride in a statement minutes ago. About 2.7 million homeowners are currently in some sort of forbearance plan. This is currently an assistance by executive order for federally backed mortgages. It does not protect privately held mortgages. However, the stimulus package will create a $10 billion homeowners assistance fund, as detailed on this channel, since January 3rd. It's the very first PDF of this channel that will, excuse me, it's the second PDF of this channel that for members that join as either Purple Power, Hawk, or Calcino VIP. There's a $10 billion homeowners assistance fund that'll allow homeowners to get their mortgages paid and utilities costs paid. So to recap where we are on that, and the new executive order announced minutes ago will extend the mortgage forbearance 6 months further out. It's now to June 2021. It protects federally backed mortgages. Hey, Dave, thank you. Diva, no, I'm so sorry, Diva Delish, and the cat's going like this. Oh, meow. Oh, meow. This is for federally backed mortgages extended for forbearance protection for 6 more months. But this is different than the massive, now confirmed, because I've been telling you for a while that it's in there, the now confirmed massive aid that is in the $1.9 trillion stimulus package that provides $10 billion of mortgage payments for private and federally backed mortgages. So there you go. Go. This is different, of course, than the student loan debt forbearance. I saw someone drop a comment minutes ago on the screen. The student loan debt forbearance is a standalone bill currently in the Senate. All right, next. What was the other major announcement from Joe Biden minutes ago? Boy, there's a lot happening today. I'm so glad you're here with me. 500 people in the room, 185 likes. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. You're going to see this channel come on strong and big in the next few days, so I don't want you to miss anything. I don't want you to be, out surfing in the Gulf of Mexico in a bikini. Oh, sorry, that's just not happening this week. It's actually not even happening in LA either. It's cold, but it's sunny. It is brutally sunny today in Los Angeles. So I don't want you to miss anything. Make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video. Next, the major announcement announced by the president minutes ago indicated that he is doubling the number of doses he's rolling out to retail stores and pharmacies immediately. This is huge. Earlier today, the President of the United States issued a really incredible, great news tweet in which he said that his promise for 100 million doses vaccinated within 100 days will be reached and is actually going to get broken. Now there's indication that he can blow the number out of the water. This has been a major turnaround. There's some reports now that saying that we're doing 1 million vaccinations a day and that we could maybe triple that to 3 million vaccinations a day. The reason why the numbers are going through the roof is because the doses are being sent to CVS, Walgreens, your neighborhood pharmacy. CVS reported earnings earlier today. I'll get to those in a second. Actually, I'll do them right now. The pharmacy report quarterly earnings of $1.30 per share. That's 6 cents ahead of what Wall Street expected. And its revenue killed Wall Street's estimates, and it was because of the vaccine distribution. It's the vaccine uses in the locations. Well, President Biden is relying upon those pharmacies and your retail stores, your big boxes that have pharmacies in them, to roll out the doses in big numbers. And it's working. It's really working. This idea of having the city and counties do the vaccinations, which in LA County has been a fiasco. It has absolutely been a fiasco to get things from LA County, from LA City. We would never have gotten anywhere if we just sat around and waited for the local municipalities to vaccinate you. It's not working. The idea of getting it to the pharmacies and to getting it rolled out in bigger quantities is working. And so the announcement today is that he's doubling the number of rollouts to pharmacies and big box retailers that have pharmacies inside the stores immediately. And this is going to be a big change. I had told you yesterday, and I told you, I think maybe this morning on Mornings LA, that there's indications now that maybe by July there may be more doses than arms to vaccinate. That we may actually have people so easy to get a vaccination, you just walk into the store and it's there, as opposed to now where you're tripping over the person in front of you like it's a Black Friday sale to get that TV set, that it's so hard to get the vaccinations. And that is the big change. I've done my first vaccination. I'm going for my second shortly. So the vaccination rates are zooming. I encourage you to get vaccinated. Currently, the two vaccinations that are that are in availability are Pfizer and Moderna. So I encourage the viewers of this channel to get vaccinated. It's absolutely wonderful. It's just a prick and you go on your way. It's like your buddy slapped you on the arm for 10 seconds, you walk away. There's absolutely no recourse. There's no relapse. It's wonderful. It's just nothing. You don't even know anything happened. You get more of a reaction from having too much coffee and too many donuts. All right, so now the Southwest. Oh my goodness, this channel was built upon people in the Southwest. In the very first few days of this channel, we had almost 85% of the viewers were from Texas. Well, the details today are just not improving. Southwest Power Pole, which controls 14 states from North Dakota, Oklahoma, has been doing rotating outages for another day. Texas lost power and may lose power again later this week, and it continues to roll on. An emergency declaration, federal emergency declaration, has been set by Joe Biden for Texas. This is that situation continues to grow. 4 million people have been without power in Texas yesterday. It's continuing some parts today. Quick Take has, Neil Chatterjee, that's a hard name, member of the U.S. Federal Energy Regulation Commission, says, I've been following energy markets and grid issues for a while, and I cannot recall an extreme weather event that has impacted such a huge section of the nation in this manner. The situation is critical. It is very critical. I have all my wishes in hearts and prayers, and I wish you send your hearts and prayers to the viewers of this channel that are in Texas. I have so many viewers in Texas. I have so many viewers in Texas that are without power. I have friends and family and reality TV stars that I know, and just everyone that I see in Texas that are just in their rooms with nothing, no power, no nothing. And so definitely keep them in your concern. Bob Oravec, senior branch forecaster of the U.S. Weather Center, says the cold air is entrenching the mid part of the country, and it's just not going to cut. Stocks are continuing to rally. And could this rally really spur on a renewed sentiment of optimism? Today I was out during the middle part of the day, which I usually am not because I'm always working, and I saw just an enormous amount of activity outside. And I think that as more people start to get vaccinated, it's giving a renewed sense of optimism for people that they can go around and move around and do things. I know it's been a renewed sense of optimism for seniors that after that second dose, that you just sort of feel that maybe you're one step closer to how you felt back in February or January last year, that maybe you have a renewed sense of freedom. Well, AutoNation, Facebook, and CVS Health are just killing it today. AutoNation killed estimates by 42 cents, beat it, just killed it out of the water. Uh, Quarterly profits of 243 cents. Revenue destroyed Wall Street's estimates, coming in real high. AutoNation also announced a $1 billion share repurchase plan. Meantime, Facebook is designing a smartwatch that can send you a message every time there's a donut in your account. No, actually, that's not what it does. It provides health and fitness information. It also tells you where the closest $12 ice cream is. No, that's a special edition one. Bitcoin is above $50,000 for the first time in history today. And this is as I tell you that, boy, everyone from city leaders to financial institutions to even businesses are getting behind Bitcoin. The question is whether it's going to continue. PayPal, BP, BNY Mellon are supporting it. I told you that the mayor of Miami came out in favor and passed a resolution yesterday. And of course, Tesla. I think Bitcoin is a much more stable asset today than it was 3 years ago. Michael Saylor, CEO of Enterprise Software from MicroStrategy. Meantime, is there a V-shaped recovery in store? And could that V-shaped recovery really change your stimulus? The V-shaped recovery is very critical for your stimulus because under the third stimulus package, you're getting a $1,400 stimulus check. $1,400 for a single individual, $1,400 for adult dependents, $1,400 for children. You're getting $35,000 if you're a parent of 7 under the age of 5. If you're a college student, you're getting $1,400 plus $1,700. If you're an essential worker who made less than 25,000, you're getting $1,400 plus $1,500. If you're a business owner, you could get $1,400 plus $5,000. All these things are sort of adding up. And the question is whether this V-shaped recovery will provide an incredible sense of renewed optimism. Bank of America issued a new report today after they surveyed 250 fund managers, and this is what they found. It's really fascinating. It found that cash on hand, how much cash they keep on hand, is down to 3.8%, the lowest since 2013, meaning that they're fully invested in the markets, thinking that we're not going to get worse, we're going to get better. Next, it showed that people are moving into cyclical stocks with higher exposure. And finally, they think that only 13% think that there's a bubble or a risk of inflation. If you go on YouTube and you look around, nearly every channel saying market crash, because it's sort of clickbaitish to tell people that things are going to crash. That's how they do it. They tell you something scary. Well, that's not what the Bank of America's investors said. Nearly 13% said we are not. Only 13% said we're in a bubble. 80 something percent said we're not. Next, there's a big stimulus fight underway. And the stimulus fight is a little bit confusing. I told you about one stimulus fight yesterday, and that stimulus fight involved the push of 3 senators who, when they get the bill in the Senate, they're saying, we're not going to support it. They're Democrats. I'm not even including Republicans in this mix. They're Democrats, and they include Ron Wyden. He says that when he gets the third stimulus package in the Senate, he's not going to support it because of the Fpuc. He wants $600 a week. He wants bigger, bolder Fpuc. He wants Fpuc not to expire. He wants $600 a week. You can get on social media and get him to go back to retroactive stimulus check, retroactive Fpuc and go forward. That's the first one. Then there's other Democrats that are saying, I'm not going to support the $15 minimum wage, just 2 of them. So you got 3 senators that are Democrats. They're saying, you know what, when we get it, we're not going to support it. Now, ultimately, I got to explain this to you because I know there's going to be someone saying, that's going to hold it up, isn't it? No. The way it works is when the Senate, hey, I missed that. That went flying. Angel fun, angel fun. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for being an angel. Happy afternoon. How are you, Angel? Oh, meow. I don't know if it was a cat or a pear. But it's if you're at home, get up and dance. Get up and dance because there's a pear flying across the screen. And it's really excited because these Democratic senators are stepping up and saying, you know what? Go bigger, go bolder. Go bigger, go bolder. And if you look at what the president's doing today with vaccinations, if you look at what the president's doing today with mortgage forbearance, he's basically saying, hey, we got to modify things when we got to modify things. Well, guess what? We got to modify Fpuc. We got to modify the stimulus check. We got to modify adult dependence. We got to modify EIDL. It's as simple as that. The President of the United States today, if you're just joining me at the 17-minute mark, issued 2 major executive orders just minutes ago. The first major executive order is the extension of mortgage forbearance for another 6 months. This is huge. This is huge. Under the third stimulus package, anyone that has a private mortgage can get mortgage payments, mullah. But the executive order today extends the mortgage forbearance on federally backed mortgages for another 6 months. Number 2, he announced doubling, I can't believe I'm going to say this is incredible, great news, doubling the number of vaccine rollouts of doses to pharmacies and big box retailers effective immediately. This is after we're now shattering all expectations. What a turnaround it's been. 2 weeks ago, it didn't look like we were going to make anything. Now, he said earlier today, we are going to blow out that expectation of 100 million vaccinations in 100 days. We're going to blow it out. Well, new indications say we're doing about 1 million vaccinations a day. We could triple it to 3 million. And we could be, by June, having full vaccination of the entire United States. And that if anyone doesn't want to, if anyone wants a vaccine by June, you can just come walk in and get it in 10 seconds. It's as simple as that. This is huge. Additional thing I wanted to add as well is that a new gene therapy announcement today says that they can modify the line of code. Hey, Barbara, thank you for the dancing pear. That the gene therapy company said, don't worry about the variants. We can modify lines of code in the programming for the vaccine in just 2 weeks. and just roll out things for the variants. They said dealing with the variants is a no-brainer. It's huge. I'm really excited for you. So the stimulus fight now is talking about big labor and the children. Here we go with the children again. But it's more about the schools, and that the schools should have been more open, is the claim, and that Joe Biden didn't open them as much as he would have liked them to be open. And they claim that it came from a meeting with big labor and the White House, and that the Republicans are going to claim that the White House says they're going to do things, but then pulls back when they think that big labor doesn't like something. Ultimately, it's a fight. It doesn't mean it impacts the delivery of your stimulus check. It doesn't mean it impacts when you get a stimulus check. But the good news across the board is that people are fighting for you. You're going to see people stepping up in the Senate for you. And if you've been with this channel for a while, you know that you have the power to do it as well. Call your senators, call your representatives, and let's see what Derek said. I just received a 15% increase of SNAP in Washington State. $800 for a family of 4. Wow, Derek, congratulations. That's great. So Derek finally got his automatic 15% increase of SNAP for a family of 4. $800 under the second stimulus package. It's actually second stimulus. So Derek, what you're seeing now is a 15% increase of SNAP, which is food, for now to March. But Biden did an executive order on day one, which extends that to December. So Derek, you're going to see that 15% increase at $800 every single month between now and December. This is huge news. So you're going to see that 15% increase between now and December. And I got more for you. If you have any children home from school, call up your Department of Agriculture in Washington and ask for PBET for each of those kids. I assume, because you said family of 4, I assume there's probably 2 kids. So call up Department of Agriculture and get PBET. It's not automatic. It'll be about, and first you can get it now nationally. That's the number one. Number 2, you'll get an increase on that as well. And number 3, 2 kids. Okay, awesome, Derek. And I assume none of them are 6 years or younger, because Joe Biden's new executive order a week ago added 6 years or younger to SNAP, which was previously not on SNAP. So you can call if they're having to stay home from school. I didn't start correctly. If they have to stay home from school because the school is closed because of the pandemic, you can call up and get a SNAP increase for PBET automatically. But if they are in school, then you can't. Wow, with 22 minutes on the clock, what a great day it is. Let me cut to some home stuff before we get some more on stimulus and the latest updates across the board. With 1,200 people in the room and 500 likes, let's get to 1,500 in the room and 1,000 likes. Queen Sandy's in here. Like these videos. Get it liking up. If you missed Mornings LA, we aired a little bit earlier today. So catch Mornings LA. If you missed early Mornings LA, catch it. It's now on the channel. And there's EID on Fpuc. All right, next, let's turn to home repairs. Shortly, you're going to see the new LA Light on this channel, and I'm very excited to debut it to you. And in preparing for the new home LA Light today, I was just doing some minor repairs behind the scenes. And the repairs behind the scenes involve something like this. What is this? Is this what I do with my... What is this thing? Well, this is one of those things that come in one of those boxes when you buy something. You got to assemble it. And it looks incredibly small. I mean, it's almost smaller than my finger. But the message to deliver is that you should never fear instructions. You should never fear what is provided to you. And never presume that the instructions are wrong. I was doing something. I was like, you know what? I think I'm missing parts. I just don't think this is going to screw in correctly. I don't think this works. 99.99% of the time, it always does work. What generally is happening is that we tend to take ourselves out of the equation. Say, I can't do it. I'm making a mistake. Or well, no, I take it back. We tend to take our errors out of the equation and we just sort of blame it on the instructions, blame it on the parts. I can't do anything with this. What is this thing? I can't do anything with this. This is why I can't get it done. Well, ironically, I looked at what I was doing. It was a table. And I was looking at what I was doing. I was like, oh, I have this reversed and I have that reversed. I had that reversed. And when I reversed it, I'm like, I need an electric drill. I should have brought the electric drill. I'm never going to get this done with a screwdriver. And I sort of looked at it, I'm like, but the instructions say you can do it with a screwdriver. Why do I need an electric drill for this? Bottom line is, have some positive, have some positive outlook. Have some faith in yourself when you're doing something around the house that has instructions. Because believe it or not, whether it's cooking, whether it's following a recipe, whether it's assembling a table, believe it or not, you might be able to do it better than you thought you could. And after I gave myself a sort of a breather, I looked and I'm like, I'm not doing this right. This thing can do it right. I was able to get it done. And the feeling that when you achieve something, you made it, well, or assembled it, is better than anything you could possibly buy in a store. And with that, it's sort of like a puzzle, like life. And I want you to always remain positive and focused that you can get through this. I want to keep everyone's sentiments in spirit for the people in Texas, the Southwest, the Midwest. Cold, cold, outages, no power, no water, no electric. Please share your sentiments for them. If you're a viewer from Texas and you're watching the show 3 days later because you had an outage, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get you caught up. We'll get you caught up. The spirit of this family is we'll help one another. So if you see someone join in the chat 2 days from now that's from Texas, like I've been gone for 3 days, I've had no power. Can you tell me what I missed? Can you reach out to that viewer and say, hey, I'm here. I'll help you. We'll get through this together. I was in the Northeast. We didn't have a power outage, but I'll help you as well. Angel says, thank you, Adelaide. Yes, reach out to if someone says I've missed everything. I have been out of the loop because of the power outage. Help those people that come back into the mix, and that's the spirit of this channel. At the 27-minute mark, let me tell you where we are at 1,200 people in the room and 600 likes. Let's get it. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 and 1,000 likes. The big update as we start the afternoon is there's two major executive orders. And the first executive order I'm really excited for, and the second one for the reason is the Biden administration is fixing things. I like when people fix things. They don't let them at fault. If there's something that needs fixing, you fix it. Well, the Biden administration is fixing first the mortgage forbearance, and second is fixing the vaccine doses. First, an executive order has been issued extending federally backed mortgages from forbearance for another 6 months. Next, a new instruction has been rolled out to double the number of vaccine doses that will be landing in your local neighborhood pharmacy and your local big box retailer. And as someone just said on the screen, what about SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits? Any updates on that? The update today is there is no update, but with Biden today saying there's two things he wants to fix that he hadn't done before, it shows an administration that's willing to fix things that hasn't been done correctly until this point, or hasn't been done as robustly as he's done before. And so ultimately, keep on working on it. I told you what to do. Take this video, share it. Reach out to Elizabeth Warren. Call her office. Call your senator. Call your House of Representative. Say, why is SSI and SSI DI not in there? Here's the easiest thing to say, and I haven't said this before on this channel. Elizabeth Warren wrote the SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad Benefits bill last year. She can just revise it and reintroduce it to the Senate. Get her to do it. Get her to do it. Want me to step in? I'll step in wherever I can step in for you. That's the spirit of this channel. We all got it going. Also, get behind Ron Wyden for FPUC. Get behind Bernie Sanders for bigger stimulus checks. Get behind Elizabeth Bernie Sanders for 2,000 plus $1,400. Get behind them. They want to hear from you. Ultimately, your input helps, just like it helps for me. Why no notifications? Finally, questions about notifications on the channel. Let me explain something. First, I reached out to YouTube and they said that a channel can only have 3 notifications per day. Well, we kill that. We run out of the notifications by 3 a.m. because we have EIDL, FBOC, and early mornings by 3 a.m. So the reason why you're not getting you will not get notifications for this channel. So what I ask for you to do is follow us on Twitter, follow this channel on Twitter, so that, because we always tweet when we're about to go live. We always tweet when we have a new show. We always tweet something. Follow us on Twitter at LILite. That is probably the best way to get notifications from this channel. We'll figure out other ways to send notifications in the coming days. Finally, if you're a member, you will get a private notification always. So shortly after this video, you'll get notifications about the PDS as well. Stay informed, stay focused. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LI for more.